Hey there, Survivor Geeks. Yeah, welcome to the show. Yeah, I didn't do one of these last week. I had too much going on, and really, frankly, last week's episode was kind of, It was good episode, I suppose, but it was so predictable. I mean, there was really much to talk about. I even knew Phillip would find his stinky old shorts. I mean, it was just nothing really happened that I didn't already expect. So I just couldn't think of much to say, and I didn't really have time, so I just didn't do it. This week, I didn't think I was going to have time. I had something I was going to do this morning, but our car broke down last night, so so now I have a little free time. Sadly, anyway, I'm not going to go into all that. We're here to talk about Survivor, not my life, right? So anyway, Survivor Geeks, last night was, it was pretty good. I liked it. I liked that challenge. That was a great challenge. Not the Redemption Island one, it was okay, but the other one, the one with all the stair steps, wow. Can you imagine trying to do that in that heat after 30 days of not really eating much, after 30 days, or 32 days, I think, of not really sleeping well, and then you're running up and down these stairs. I thought for a moment there Boston Rob was going to fall down and tumble down the stairs and he'd be out of the game just by injury, which would be really sad at this point in the game. He's been playing such a great game, and as you know, at the beginning of the season, I didn't want him to win. I wanted him to vote him off right away, but he has been playing an amazing game. If he wins, I think he'll be my top choice for the best survivor of all time. I'm being totally serious about that. I'm not a huge fan of him, but right now I consider Sandra to be the best survivor of all time. But and I'm not a huge fan of hers either. I'm just trying to be, just trying to say, hey, she played two great games. She played it twice and she won both times. But Boston Rob is probably playing the most perfect game I've ever seen that I can think of, and he really deserves it. I try not to go there. I try not to say somebody deserves to win or whatever, because whoever wins is the one that deserves the most. But Boston Rob is just playing one amazing game. The only problem is that I'm seeing right now is the jury is probably stacking up against him. He should probably have tried a little harder to make friends with the Zapateras while they're around. And that's the only thing that might bite him in the ass at the end. But he's winning immunities. He's got the immunity idol in his pocket, so he can use it. I don't see how he can't make it to the finals at this point. He's just playing one amazing game. That's the main thing I wanted to talk about. But let's talk about some of the other things. Steve is gone, which not a big shock. I think Steve was pretty much done a couple of weeks ago, so I think he was pretty much throwing in the towel already. He was just kind of being one of those people, sort of like, remember Colby on Heroes versus Villains, and I've seen other people do it too. They're just sort of there, but they're not really playing anymore. That's kind of what Steve has been like the last couple of weeks, and that's too bad. I really liked Steve at the beginning, but he's really. But who knows? Who knows how any of us would be under those conditions? We might do the same thing. Andrea. It's kind of too bad she got sent to Redemption Island, but she did show kind of early on that she couldn't really be fully trusted, and also she is really good at challenges, so I understand, and I wish the birds would shut up. They've been quiet all morning until now. Now they decide they're going to make a lot of noise. Let's see. I'm kind of disappointed. Nobody is really trying to work anything. I mean, they're all just kind of still doing what Boston Rob says, which again goes along with why I think Boston Rob is playing a perfect game. He's really into their brains. He's really, sorry to be a little bit crude, but he's got them by the short curlies, and he's just not going to let go. Those two girls, I still don't know their names, and I just care less and less and less all the time. The one that was crying and the other girl, I really hope neither one of them wins, because really, what have they done all season? I mean, again, whoever wins is the one that deserves to win, but, So now, Phillip, I want to talk about Phillip. So now Phillip is coming out and saying he's just been playing crazy. He's just been trying to play the bad guy all along. And he's got some speech that he's going to use to sway the jury at the end, and so I'd kind of like to see how that plays out. At this point, I'm hoping Phillip makes it to the final, because I'd like to see this his speech, which the way that's edited, I have a feeling he's going to. So I would say Boston Rob, Phillip, and maybe whoever comes back from Redemption Island will be the final three. That's just kind of my guess at this point. That's sort of my gut feeling. Matt, again, unstoppable. He's still there. He's still fighting. Mike, I should talk about what Mike did last night. He let the 6 Ometepe people hang out with their relatives for a day, and he gave up a chance to hang out with his own mom. I'm sure that's... I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to look. I'm not sure if the jury's going to, because assuming that Mike is the one that comes back from Redemption Island, now he's got Ralph and Matt that are going to be on the jury, and they're not going to be very happy with him for that. So he may have lost their votes, but maybe not. Maybe they'll. Ralph anyway is upset about it, but maybe he'll get over it by then. But I just kind of am really rooting for Matt to make it to the finals as well, just because he's just fought so hard to stay on Redemption Island. I mean, this has just been incredible. This kid cannot be beat at any challenge, and I think his only real competition at this point is Mike. So if he can outlast Mike, I think he'll outlast Redemption Island. Ralph is a tough competitor, and now Andrea is going to be tough, but I think Mike is the one to beat. If Matt wants to stay in the game, Matt wants to come back, Mike is the one to beat. But at this point, I'm kind of looking at the final three being Phillip, Rob, and Matt. That would be my guess, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for. Just because, mainly with Phillip, as I mentioned before, I just want to see that speech. I want to see what he's going to say. If he doesn't get to make it to the finals, then hopefully he'll get to say his speech during the reunion show or whatever. And the reunion show is going to be interesting. Jeff keeps promising he's going to get to the bottom of this, and is Phillip really a special agent or not? I don't know. He might be. People have gone on there before and pretended to be things that they weren't, so, we'll see. I think that's about all that happened last night that I thought was worth talking about, so I'll talk to you guys probably next week. I can't make any promises anymore. My Thursdays might be kind of busy, but I'll try. I'll talk to you later. Bye.